Welcome to Getting Started with FunnelCake. In this video, you will see how to install FunnelCake on Slack, authorize FunnelCake to access your InfusionSoft instance, send a post from InfusionSoft to Slack, and interact with InfusionSoft from Slack. So let's get started. So here I am at the FunnelCake website, and I can do one of two things. I can either add directly to Slack, or I can sign in with Slack to create my FunnelCake account. I'm going to just start with adding to Slack so we can see the steps that we'll go through. So if I go to Add to Slack, I put in the workspace that I want to add it to. Continue here. And then I'm going to sign in with my account. And then FunnelCake is going to ask if it can install and do certain things. It's going to confirm your identity, add slash commands, and send messages as FunnelCake. Also wants to add a bot user with the name of FunnelCake. So I'm going to go ahead and authorize that. Now I've added FunnelCake to my Slack channel. If I went over to my Slack channel, I could see that it was added there. But first, what I'm going to do is now set up my FunnelCake account. So I say sign in with Slack. And since I'm already logged in over here to the Slack channel FunnelCake demo, I can go ahead and just authorize FunnelCake to access my account so that I can log in. So now you can see that FunnelCake has created an account for you, and there's a little bits of information that you're going to still need to add in order for us to talk to the InfusionSoft account that you have. So the first thing is going to have to be the InfusionSoft URL. So here I put my InfusionSoft instance in, and then on the second one, if there happens to be an error in FunnelCake, FunnelCake will try to send an error to a channel so that you can see the errors that are occurring. By default, it goes to the general channel. I'm not going to like that. What I'd rather do is have it go to my errors channel. But I need to make sure I remember to create an errors channel in order for this to work. So right now I want to go ahead still and update my server URL and my errors. So now I can see that they're updated on the account. It now has my InfusionSoft server URL and the fact that I want my errors to go to the errors channel. I can see that my subscription here is free for the first 30 days. And I'm going to go ahead and get 250 messages this month. So you can see that it also shows that I've already installed FunnelCake onto Slack. And down here, I have my verification token. This is what's really important when we get into the InfusionSoft stuff. So first, I'm going to show you how to authorize your InfusionSoft account, because as you can see, it says not installed yet on InfusionSoft. So if I just go ahead and click my Authorize InfusionSoft here, then I just need to log into my InfusionSoft account. And then it's going to ask if FunnelCake can actually access InfusionSoft. And I'm going to say allow. I can see that down here, I have it successfully installed on InfusionSoft. So now I can get to actually posting something from InfusionSoft and having it show up on my Slack channel. So I'm going to open up a couple more tabs here. I'm going to bring up my Slack channel. First thing I'm going to do here is make sure that I add that error channel that I wanted. And then I want to also open up my InfusionSoft account so I can set up a campaign that will post a message to Slack. So under my InfusionSoft account, I go to my campaign builder. I'm going to create myself a new campaign for this demo. And then I'm going to add a tag to fire off this campaign. This way I can just show it in the demo easier. And in the sequence, what I want to do to kick off the post in Slack is an HTTP post. So we'll hook up the post, and the post message is pretty straightforward. If I go back to my FunnelCake account, I see that under the account, it has told me what the post is that I want to use. So I'm going to copy that. Then, of course, I need the contact ID. It's the first thing. And I only need 3 other bits of information. So I'm going to add another piece here, the token. And this token is what's going to identify the FunnelCake instance that you're actually using. So you go back over to my account, I grab my token. I also am going to need the channel that I want to send it to. Now in this case, if I look at my FunnelCake instance, I haven't created myself any channels here. I'm going to go ahead and just create a channel called InfusionSoft. And then the last thing I might want to put in here is basically just a message. Something that's going to tell me why this post is being set off. All right, so now that I have that, I'm going to make sure that I make it sure it's ready. I'm going to go back to my sequence here. I'm going to make sure that my sequence is also set to ready. Go back to my test here, and I'm going to publish this campaign. And now I'm going to open another window to find a contact that I'm going to apply that tag to. And now let's give it a shot. There it is. It says one contact was applied, the tag was applied to, and the one sequence was fired. If I look over here now, there's also a little star on my InfusionSoft. Let's see what happened. So I come over here and I have a new message from FunnelCake. There's my message that I put into my post. You have a new lead. All of the contact information is here. Also, the last note that was written for the for that particular contact is set in here, and it tells you what stage, particular opportunity stage, this contact happens to be in. Several things you can do with this message. One is I can just click here, which will basically take me to that same quick search page that I had open originally for that contact. But I can also do more stuff. One of the things I can do is I can move the stage. So I can change this from what it was to maybe warm. Notice that it gets updated in the message here. It also gets updated in the contact in InfusionSoft. You'll notice that John Smith is now in warm. We can also apply different tags. This will look for all the tags, even if you have a lot of tags in here. You can search for anything that happens to have the word cold in it, and it'll give you those tags to be able to apply. If I want to change this, I can change it to a cold lead, and it'll tell you that the tag got applied. You can also add a new note if I want. So directly from in here, submit that. That puts the new note, and notice that the last note that was applied to this message is also updated. All right, so there you have it. Quick start on using FunnelCake.